right, good morning. Welcome to Operation Orientation for spring 2022, hosted by the Office of Veteran Affairs. This is for all of our incoming veteran military dependent ROTC students who are coming to us brand new this semester. And for those of you who began back in fall 2021 and were not able to attend orientation then, this is for you as well. My name is Paul Lazaro. I'm the Assistant Director for Veteran Affairs, and I'm going to let Mr. Luis Valderrama take over from here.
All right, so welcome everyone. On today's meeting agenda for Operation Orientation, we're gonna start by introducing the Office of Veteran Affairs staff, our certifying officials, or otherwise known as the SCOs. We're gonna review financial aid and student accounting. Rosalind is with us. Then the RSVO is going to speak on behalf of the Rutgers Student Veteran Organization, followed by Hen with the Pantry Run. Jahira and Nick Jeremiah will speak upon the new student and family programs. Oh, I skipped someone. Teresa will speak on behalf of the Career Development Center. Then VA Vital will be presented by Joe and Oscar. And then followed by that, it will be a brief events and announcements, followed by Q&A, and finally an assessment and closing. Okay, so Paul, if you want to introduce yourself.
All right, so Paul Lazaro, Assistant Director for Veteran Affairs, and I oversee the Office of Veteran Affairs here at Rutgers-Newark. We're responsible for the successful transition of veteran military dependent ROTC students, not only as they transition to Rutgers-Newark, but also as they transition from military service to the civilian life. So we operate primarily on campus with various campus partners, as you can see from our orientation agenda. These are what we call our high touch offices. And they range from offices in the student Division of Student Affairs to Division of Enrollment Services, and also off-campus partners such as the U.S. Department of Veterans Affairs and other local nonprofits and agencies that assist veterans and their families. I've been at the university since 2016 in this role, and very motivated by what I do.
Thank you, Paul. So my name is Luis Valderrama. I am the program coordinator for the Office of Veteran Affairs. I was onboarded in August of last year. I'm an Army veteran myself. Some of my duties and roles is to assist Paul with our current military members. That includes ROTC, our veterans, and their dependents. With that being said, I do run the veteran peer mentor program, run any events that is related to our veterans, and also run the social media platforms for the office. And followed after us, I'm going to present to you guys the certifying officials that actually help us process the VA educational benefits. Daniel, if you would take it away.
Hi, welcome everyone. I'm Dan Villanueva from the Office of the Registrar. I am one of the school certifying officials here at Rutgers University, Newark. Among my many hats as Associate Registrar, this is one of the things that really make my life feel complete, I guess, to help our veterans and our students, military dependents, get their benefits rolling. The Office of the Registrar is responsible for maintaining all of the student records from undergrad to grad, from the point of admissions, students that are coming in through for summer session enrollment, as well as students that are cross-registered between our various divisions across the university, and including students coming in from NJIT. Like I said, being the school certifying official is one of the many hats that I wear, including, working with within the enrollment services and experience unit of the Rutgers University Newark, working closely with veteran affairs, as well as student accounting, financial aid, and the One Stop. Our offices pretty much keep the tires rolling of on the university in terms of making sure that our students continue to progress from the point of admission to graduation. So welcome everyone from Rutgers University Newark and the Office of the Registrar.
Thank you, Danny. I appreciate that. And along with Danny, Mylene Tenorio and Marielle Ramos Acosta assist Daniel with our veteran VA educational benefits. And again, thank you, Daniel.
I just want to pause for a minute. Welcome. Good morning, Alvin. Alvin's one of our incoming students. Thank you for joining us this morning. All right. So Alvin, you haven't missed much, but just in case, we are recording this. So you will be able to go back into the Peer Mentor Canvas course and catch the beginning of the presentation, just to give you a heads up. So don't feel like you missed out on anything.
Okay. So Rosalind, if you want to take it away with financial aid.
Thank you, Louis. I'm not sure, I'm not too familiar with the financial aid part of it, but I am here from student accounting, and I thank you all for being here, and I welcome you to Rutgers-Newark. I'm here, like I said, representing the Office of Business Services. We report your tuition and fees to the VA. I work alongside the registrar's office and financial aid to assist them with the reporting of your tuition and fees. We also issue refund checks and things like that and maintain your account. If there's anything that I can do to assist you on this journey, please reach out to me. And if you have any questions or concerns, I'm here anytime, and I thank you for your services. That's pretty much it. Thank you.
Thank you, Rosalind. So with that being said, for our student veterans, make sure to apply for your financial aid. There are some student veteran benefits, such as the tuition waiver for our guardsmen, only because it's one of the requirements for the students to utilize the benefits. So I highly encourage you to apply for your FAFSA. And right now, if you're trying to use your FAFSA for the spring 2022 semester, the deadline is February 15th or the 13th, if I'm not mistaken, Rosalind.
That's correct.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. So I would say get on that. With that being said, you can find out any information regarding your tuition and fee rates, your term bill. For those students who are Chapter 33, I would highly suggest opting in for your student health insurance, only because the VA benefit for Chapter 33 will pay for it. And I always tell the students, just in case something happens with your primary insurance, you have your student health insurance as a backup, okay? And all of this information can be found on my RunSub portal. So at the end of the presentation, I do have a link tree with all of our departments' information. That way you can access any of their websites, informations, and contacts. Paul, do you want to add anything?
So student health insurance, as Lewis mentioned, is covered under the post 9/11 GI Bill as part of your billable tuition and fees. However, if you are a student using Veteran Readiness and Employment, also known as VRNE or Chapter 31, your health care is provided by the Department of Veteran Affairs, so you should be waiving the student health insurance because you will be billed for it and VRNE will not pay for it. So if you're a VRNE student, waive the student health insurance, follow the instructions on the MyRunSup portal, and let us know if you have any questions and are not able to waive it. Sometimes it doesn't always work on the website.
All right, thank you, Paul. And with that being said, we're gonna turn it over to Hendy regarding the pantry room.
Thanks, Louis. Good morning, everybody. My name is Hind. I'm the director of the food pantry on campus. We provide completely free and healthy groceries to any Rutgers community member who is having some trouble accessing enough healthy food. We want to make sure that students can focus on their studies without worrying too much about how to pay for their next healthy meal. So we have a variety of dairy, grains, proteins. I think when some people think about a food pantry, they might just think of things like canned beans, canned corn. We have a lot more than that. We have fresh produce. We have dairy, eggs, yogurt. We have a wide variety of things. And we want to make sure that students are able to choose only the foods that they prefer and that they're able to eat and know how to prepare. So we have an online ordering system. So you can use this website, go.rutgers.edu/order pantry run to order all of your groceries. We'll pack them up, we'll have them ready for you. And it's very convenient. We're located in the Paul Robeson Campus Center in room 226. So you can just come pick up your groceries. We try to keep our interactions under 2 minutes so people can come pick up their food and go to class. So you don't have to have like this huge time commitment to come to the food pantry. We try to make it as quick and convenient as possible. We ask for feedback on our order form. So if you have any specific nutrition needs, allergies, things like that, please include that there. We also can provide referrals to other services, nutrition counseling, other food pantries, other community organizations if it's needed. And we hope to see you this semester. You can come as frequently as you need, like once or twice a semester, or up to once a week. And feel free to reach out to me if you have any questions. I will put my email address in the chat. And I think that's all for me.
Thank you, Hen. Like Hen said, you can access their website. It's also going to be listed in our link tree. So just wait until the end so you can scan the QR code and it'll take you directly to their pantry run order pantry run website. Okay, so with that being said, I'm gonna pass it on to Teresa, working for the Career Development Center.
Okay, great, thank you. Thank you, Louis. Well, good morning, everybody. Welcome. My name is Teresa O'Neill. I am a career coach and senior program coordinator with the Career Development Center. So no matter how you're affiliated with the military, whether you are active duty, reserves, family member, we're here to support you. But I've had many questions in terms of, well, what does the Career Development Center do? And I think just really briefly, we could say our job is to support you during your time here in terms of planning for the next step, life after Rutgers. Because as Paul was saying, each one of us is going to be graduating, moving on from Rutgers. And for the military, you're going to be eventually moving into civilian life. Now, Lois just brought up a screenshot of our homepage, which is careers.newark.rutgers.edu. I mean, as much as I would love to go through a whole demonstration of the website, we do have to be mindful of time. But you'll find on our website that everything is focused on you, the student. Everything we do is to help you come up with your own customized career plans. So, and things that I would like to point out over here on the very top right, this big red button that says Rutgers-Newark Handshake. Handshake is our primary career management software. And this is where you can access opportunities, go to events, schedule appointments, so many different things on Handshake. So what I would encourage all of you to do right now is go to our website and click on Rutgers-Newark Handshake, because all of you have a Rutgers-Newark Handshake account. You don't need to set one up for yourself. You can just go right in, enter your net ID and password, and then you're good to go. Then going back to our homepage, Louis, right here where it says specific populations and identities, one of the things that we work with in terms of the various identities that you espouse. Now, of course, everybody here is military affiliated in some way, but there are also other things in here that you might identify with. For example, you might be military affiliated and a transfer student, or you might be a vet with a disability. So we do pay close attention to all of these intersecting identities, but if you click on the veteran affiliate link here, Louis, you can go on to the next screenshot. And this is a shot of the different resources that we have available to you as veterans. Now, if we were to briefly show one of these, Louis, would you click again? The one I'm showing you is My Next Move. And this is designed specifically for current as well as former military in terms of thinking of, well, what do I want to do for a living? What do I want my next step to be? And here you can research different careers, you can look at different industries, and you can also examine careers that are similar to what you did in the military. So this is just really the quick and dirty look at the different resources that they have. But we're not just about the virtual, the online stuff. We're also about providing customized services for you. So if we go on to the next slide, as I was saying, my role is that of a career coach. It's not about us telling you what you should be doing. Rather, it's us drumming up different options, but ultimately you decide what the next step should be. I mean, one of the challenges that I've found with my students in the military is that while a lot of military jobs do have civilian counterparts, a lot of them don't. And so what we do is we look for the transferable skills. How did you develop your skill sets, like your communication skills, your organizational skills? Because you learned them in the military, but you can take what you learned and apply them into a civilian career. And aside from that, we help you look at ways in terms of promoting your military background. There's also many employers have special initiatives for hiring current and former military. We also support you with researching civilian careers. There are resources within Rutgers-Newark Handshake, as well as what I just showed you on our website. But there's just so many opportunities and different things that we offer. It really comes down to you, come visit us. We offer appointments both through Handshake as well as Run for Success Navigate. We also offer drop-in periods where you just don't need an appointment. You can just show up. But to access all of these, you do need to get started with Handshake. So as I said, please go to our website, as Paul put in the chat. Thank you, Paul. careers.newark.rutgers.edu. Check out Handshake. And I'm also going to put my email address in the chat if anybody has any questions. So thank you, Paul. Thank you, Lewis. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, Teresa. That was wonderful. Like Teresa said, Handshake and the Career Development Center website is listed in our link tree, so look out for that. That being said, we'll move on to the next slide with Office of New Student and Family Programs. If Nick, Jeremiah, and Jahira will take it away.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you, Lewis, and thank you everyone for taking the time to be here today. My name is Nick Jeremiah. I am the Director of New Student and Family Programs, as you can see by the slide. And my counterpart, Jahira, is also here, who will be taking over in a moment. Our office is really primarily focused on getting students engaged in the campus experience as they're coming to Rutgers for the first time. So our focus is on first semester at Rutgers students, or first year at Rutgers students. So incoming freshmen or transfer students who are coming from other colleges or community colleges. Our focus is really to complete orientation, to develop relationships, to develop a connection to campus and to your peers, to your colleagues, to your experiences on campus. And so we're big on providing campus resources, being a campus resource and being able to point you in the right direction, building relationships across communities and across experiences, developing leadership skills. And you can see here a list of some of what we're responsible for. Weeks of Welcome, Winterfest, which is taking place currently, our Radar Reps and Peer Connection program, which Jahira will talk about momentarily. And then, as I mentioned before, SOAR and our Orientation Leaders program. So we do a lot. In addition to all of that, we're also launching some family programming. So more to come on all of that, but very excited to welcome you all here. Jahira, I'll turn it over to you.
Thank you. Welcome, everybody. So I'm going to talk about Peer Connection program. So our program goals overall is to help you build long-lasting relationships on campus. And also learning about campus resources that can help you during your transition into campus. And essentially connect with upperclassmen who will serve as your mentors. As a new student, it's always great to have a mentor or a friend that can help you throughout the way. So we have something called a peer connector who would be your mentor, and then you would serve as a peer connectee, which I'll talk about in a moment. So you'll be put in groups and you'll be able to have a mentor to provide you with resources, advice, and just give you guidance throughout your semester at Rutgers. And this program will really help you transition as smoothly as possible, because that is one of the main goals of our office, to help new students such as yourself transition as smoothly as possible. So again, why should you join this program? I think overall, yes, you'll meet new people. You'll be able to go to campus events. You'll get free giveaways such as RU Swag, which is t-shirts, things such as that. But also, I think it's because of confidence. I think overall, this program will give you so much confidence as a new student, as a future worker in the real world. And it's just nice to have someone that can help you. At this point, you're probably confused. You probably want to learn more about campus. So having programs such as this can help you build relationships and grow as a student at Rutgers. Next slide, please. Thank you. So yes, as a peer connectee, this is for our new students, but you will be put in groups and you'll be able to have students such as yourself in a group, and you'll be able to build relationships as a new student with your group and be mentored by peer connectors who are mentors for you. So how will we grade you? It'll be through path. So if you go on RadarLink, we have a path for you to use to have programs that you go to. There's 5 areas we'll grade you on. knowledge, relationships, ethics, well-being, and service. So any program that you go to on campus, you have to make sure that it fits within these 5 modules. So for example, Community Engagement Day, that would be service, because that's a day you'll go out into Newark and provide community service to people. So you'll record that. We'll have a reflection question for you to write about 3 or 5 sentences. And then every time you finish, we'll check that. And then at the end of the program, you'll have a certificate of completion and you'll get RU swag. So I can see if I can drop the link for you, greater link.
Oh, it's already been dropped, Jahira.
Perfect. Thank you, Paul. Okay, next slide.
Cool. I can take over here. Thank you, Jahira. That's amazing. And I would just to just sort of piggyback off of what Jahira is talking about here. It is not easy coming to a new campus and being the new person around campus. It's difficult. I myself was a transfer student, and I found it really hard to adjust to Rutgers after community college. And so if you're somebody who is concerned about that adjustment, or just want a peer that you can ask questions to as opposed to, staff or faculty member, I would strongly recommend you look into this program. It's very little in terms of time commitment, but the benefits are far-reaching and long-lasting. So I would strongly recommend you look into it. As far as us, we're on the 3rd floor of the Paul Robeson Campus Center. Please come by and say hello. We love to see students and to meet students face-to-face. We're up on the 3rd floor suite, so you can find us by all means. You can also see our emails here below, so you can reach me at nsg43@newark.rutgers.edu, and you can reach Jahira at jas1010@scarletmail.rutgers.edu. We look forward to seeing you around campus, and best of luck this semester. Thank you.
Good luck.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Nick and Jahira. Awesome presentation. And again, guys, this will be recorded. So if you want to look back into the presentation for the contact information, you may do so, or you can contact our office. So with that being said, we're going to move on to VA Vital, our VA representatives, Joe and Oscar. If you would take it away.
All right. Thank you, Louis. Thank you, Paul, for having us on. My name is Joe Dychesson. I am a social worker with Department of Veterans Affairs. My office is at East Orange. What we do with Rutgers is we have an agreement to be on campus 2 times a month. So I'm typically there every other Tuesday, rotating between Rutgers and NJIT. So on Tuesdays, I'm always in the area. You go to the next, I see the slide, sorry. So basically what's VITAL? VITAL is short for Veterans Integration to Academic Leadership. Across the nation, we have VITAL that's either ran specific just VITAL. We have certain members of the VA who are just doing VITAL, as well as members that are like our department. We are part of the post 9/11 group. Right now, we're called the post 9/11 Transition to Care Management Program with the VITAL, formerly known as OEF OIF or TCM. Typically, a lot of people know us as OEF OIF because our program's been around for about 12 years, where we specifically started with combat veterans. And now we have opened up to all post 9/11 veterans. So VITAL, what we normally do, or what we try aim to do, is to bring you clinical care, local resources, as well as case management services. We are able to bridge the gap between you and the VA and set you up with getting enrolled. With us being on campus, we're sort of like a satellite campus, being able to provide you, look into your chart, able to assist you with getting connected. But we're not pushing VA on you at all. What we're trying to do is ensure academic success and retention and decrease any barriers to care that you might have. Currently, there's 23 medical centers and 144 colleges and universities across America, which is approximately 1 million student veterans. So what we do mostly is, what we're noticing is a lot of veterans are getting out of service, and about 15% are enrolling into college straight away. They're not returning to the workforce. They're just taking their GI Bill, going into college. And it's a hard adjustment. As you all know, We train to be in the military, we train for deployments, and there's not much after that. You get thrown right back into the civilian world. So you're at the same time learning how to be a student again, as well as adjusting to civilian life, which can be very stressful and overwhelming. So we try to decrease those barriers, help you with that academic success. We provide you with explanation of your VA benefits. Again, offering case management as needed, developing treatment plans for medical and psychological treatment, providing you with appropriate resources, a VA welcome packet. Again, we are there to bridge the gap, not push it upon you. So if you're not ready to enroll into the VA, that's perfectly fine. What we want to do is ensure that you're doing well in the civilian world, you're doing well with your studies, and that your academia is still on the forward path. Provide supportive counseling. So if we can't connect you to campus counseling, we can always provide interim counseling until you're ready to get connected to a vet center or a VA facility, and assist you with understanding the VA system. But the biggest thing I have at the bottom there is ensuring your academic success. That's the number one priority for us. Just briefly go overview. So if you're brand new out of the military, you want to get enrolled to the VA, it's a quick 1010 EZ. That's the name of the form to get you enrolled with a copy of your DD-214. I normally have them digitally or in the office there at Rutgers. If you are a non-combat veteran, normally you can look to have the VA care, if you're not service connected, for it to be co-payments. If you are service connected, then the VA care is free. There's only a small caveat. If you're coming to the VA for non-service connected issues and you're 50% or higher, care at the VA is free. But if you're 40% or lower, then only service connected issues remain free. Anything other than that, you get co-payment, not a full medical bill. You do have to be mindful of your combat status, how long you serve. There are certain eligibility requirements, which our eligibility office can explain. Or if you want to talk offline, my contact info, or see me in person, I'm more than happy to explain everything to you. I don't know if I know you have my contact info there. I want to also share my supervisor's contact info. Her name is Jennifer Garcia, and she is out of our Brick office. She's been with our program since its inception. So if ever you need to get a hold of her, the hospital number is 973-676-1000. Her extension is 226106, and mine is 201463. The amazing thing about our program that I like to share with you is that we have been in your boots. Oscar, myself, and our program manager, Dr. Alba Lopez, are all veterans. Oscar and myself are both combat veterans, so we've been in your boots. We understand what it's like to adjust to civilian life, to go back to school, to start our families and things like that. So feel free to reach out to me, reach out to Oscar. His extension is 201576. And thank you so much for having me on.
Thank you, Joe. Really appreciate that. Again, his information can be found actually outside our office on our TAC board. So, for those students who want to look out for Joe's information, you may do so by walking over to Conklin Hall, room 214. It's also on the nameplate on that room. So look out for his information if you need his assistance. And with that being said, we're going to move on to the Rutgers Student Veteran Organization, or otherwise known as the RSVO. We're going to have the Vice President talk, Hinden Barreto, if you can take it away.
Appreciate that, Louis. Good morning, everyone. So my name is Hinden Barreto. I'm a current student and the Vice President of the Rutgers Student Veterans Organization. So just want to talk a little bit about what we do, what our mission is, and what are the benefits of joining. So obviously there's a lot of benefits, but I'm going to narrow it down to three main reasons. First is we do a lot of volunteering / community service activities. So last holidays, we actually had a table and we had students come write out holiday cards, which we later donated to veteran homes. We're going to plan on doing the same kind of concept next month for Valentine's Day. We have a hike for mental health plan, a tank pull, And we're also going to be teaming up with Operation Shoebox to create care packages and sending them out to deployed locations for our soldiers all over the world. So obviously, if you're looking for that kind of thing, if you want to help out the veteran community, also very good for your resume. That's pretty much one reason to join what we do. Second thing is partake in our events. So another thing we have planned for this semester is a physical fitness competition, which is going to be a really fun event we're going to have. We're going to set up an obstacle course. Paintball, something still in the works, but hopefully it could be pulled off. Gaming tournaments with the gaming club. I think this year's game is going to be Super Smash Brothers, so looking forward to that. And pretty much just gives you great events to pretty much connect with your peers and fellow veterans. Third thing is leadership/professional development. We hope to collab with Teresa and the Career Development Center. I think that'd be a really great event. Maybe some resume writes there and interview tips, things of that nature. We're going to be opening up committee positions pretty soon, and it's going to give you an opportunity to be really involved behind the scenes, plan future events with us, and essentially building connections with Rutgers vets that's going to last you for your time in Rutgers and after, right? So as we all know, connections are everything. You might meet someone in the organization that is working in your dream firm, and boom, that gives you an avenue to talk to them, and maybe you're going to start working there too, just because of a connection you made in the organization. So that's what it's all about, is just bringing Rutgers veterans together and accomplishing great things. And that's what really our mission is, and that's what we hope to do. So yeah, that's it for me. I really hope that you join, and I'll see you around campus. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Hendon, for representing the RSVO. So for those students interested, please go to Raider link and sign up for the Rutgers Student Veteran Organization. They do a lot of great stuff, and I'm very happy with the events that they plan and the events that already happened. So we're going to move on with Margaret O'Donnell, who works over at the Rutgers Business School.
Thank you for the kind introduction, Louis. And I'm going to start off by tapping right into something that Hendon said, which is your connections are very important. And I want to be one of those important connections for student veterans. My role at the business school allows me to be connected to both students and businesses. So look me up right now on LinkedIn and connect. You'll also find that I'm very active on the Facebook pages for Rutgers veterans and for the Newark Veterans Office as well. A couple of the things that happen in my world at the business school include that I work with students who are pursuing minor in business administration, even if they're pursuing majors in other schools. If they're interested in transferring, there is something called the school-to-school transfer if they'd like to become a business school student and pursue a major. We have a program called Mini MBA that I'll share more about. It may be transitioning to a new name and some new areas, but it is essentially a non-credit certificate that we have had approved for use of GI Bill benefits. I have an advisory board of people who were in your shoes. They served in the military and they have gone on to success in business, and they're constantly asking me how they can help student veterans. So please allow me to make those introductions to you, and also with employers who let me know about their veteran hiring initiatives and things like that. And it's a win-win situation for me to share information about great applicants with them. They'll keep telling me about more jobs as long as I keep sending them great applicants. So please participate in that win-win situation. I have been the academic advisor for a student organization called STEM Veterans USA at Rutgers. I would love to have anyone who has a STEM major or is interested in a STEM major join us for that. And I will close with saying that I have done a number of workshops and would be certainly happy to do it for the RVSO or any of the other student organizations, LinkedIn, social styles, communications, email management, all sorts of different topics, and I'm happy to do them for you. I know that covered a lot, so I'm going to drop my email address into the chat right now so that you have contact information for me. So, thank you.
Awesome. Thank you for the information, Margaret. That was very insightful. And as always, you know, Margaret always goes one step beyond helping our student veterans. So for those students who are in the Rutgers Business School, definitely reach out to Margaret. You know, I would say that one of the most, you know, helpful colleagues of ours in the Office of Veteran Affairs. With that being said, we also included the RBS website information on the LinkedIn. Okay, so events and announcements. Currently, we're going to have a Sergeant's Time training event happening next week on Monday. So that would be January 31st. Okay, it's going to be virtual. We're going to talk about the Chapter 1606, or otherwise known as the Montgomery GI Bill Select Reserves. So I highly suggest you guys attend this event. We always hold a workshop regarding our veteran educational benefits every month. Next, for those who are utilizing Chapter 33 post 9/11 benefits, this is just a reminder that you guys have to verify your enrollment each semester, which to be with the VA starting on December 17th. Okay, the number to reach them in case you haven't updated your information with the VA is 1-888-442-4551. I have also provided the step-by-step process on how to do that on the link tree. So on the next slide, you can follow us on Instagram. On the left-hand side, we post up all of our events, you know, regarding the Office of Veteran Affairs, but also useful information as legislation and mandates change regarding your VA educational benefits. So I highly suggest you guys follow our Instagram page. But I do know that, you know, some people do not have Instagram, but that's okay, because you can still access Instagram without having it through our link tree. So on the right-hand side, if you would scan the link tree code, this is going to provide you the information with RBS, with the RSVO's Instagram, the Raider link, the Pantry Run, the CDC website, Handshake, new family programs, the NSFP Instagram page. It's going to provide you all the useful tools and information that you guys may need. The VETSR website is also on there. So the VETSR website is where you, if you're going to use your VA educational benefits, this is where you will upload your documents and also request enrollment certification. Okay. With that being said, our YouTube website has recently launched. I highly suggest that you guys check out the YouTube website on how to upload your documents. And I only say this because a lot of students do have questions on how to access their benefits, and it's pretty useful information. And if you have any questions or answers, again, our link tree on the right-hand side will provide you with our email. And I just want to add that, you know, there's multiple ways that you can get in contact with us, whether it's Instagram, dropping a comment under YouTube, you know, under one of the YouTube videos, you know, any means necessary. Our phone number is on the website as well. So I highly suggest you guys scan the QR code, only because this is very useful information on how to contact us, but also use your veteran benefits and other programs that other departments have. So from here, I'm going to take any questions or concerns that you may have. Alvin, do you have any questions?
I think the biggest one that I had was, just because I'm new, the timeline for the requesting veteran enrollment certification.
Okay, So have you uploaded your documents onto Vetser already?
Yes, so I uploaded my documents and I requested certification.
Okay, so once you request your enrollment certification, what benefit are you utilizing? Are you using Chapter 33?
Yes, Chapter 33.
Okay, so with that being said, you know, it has to go through different departments before it gets reported to the VA. So as of now, we are waiting for your academic advisors to confirm your courses. Okay, once that is done, it goes through student accounting. You know, student accounting reports the tuition and fees. And then from there, our certifying officials submit that to the VA. So, you know, this process does take a while only because, you know, student accounting and financial aid do handle a number of cases. So regarding your monthly housing allowance and book stipend, that's going to come regardless whether, you know, whether your VA educational benefits get submitted or not in time, but that will. With that being said, you're not going to get an academic hold only because right now we do recognize you as using Chapter 33 benefits. If you do come, you know, if there is a problem or issue, I would say contact me or Paul and we can take care of that problem that same day, okay? And do you have any other concerns or questions?
No, that was it for me. Thank you.
Okay, awesome. Okay, and lastly, if you can just take a quick assessment of the presentation, this is only to help our, you know, our incoming future student veterans. It shouldn't take you no longer than 2 minutes to complete, Alvin.
All right, as we wrap up, I just want to, the only thing I really wanted to reiterate was the importance of being connected on campus. So all of our incoming veteran military dependent students are automatically assigned to a peer mentor within our peer mentor program at Veteran Affairs. But I also encourage involvement in the peer connection program through new student family programs. And I cannot stress enough the importance of student organizations. So linking up with the RSVO, with Hinden and the rest of the Board of Officers and all of the other general body members for community service and for fellowship and for students on campus who speak the same language as you. You can't possibly overstate the value of that. Additionally, the STEM Vets USA that Margaret advises, that is also an important student organization, extremely active since their inception a few years ago. And I want to point out that the RSVO is a chapter organization for Student Veterans of America, the national organization that oversees student bodies and lobbies for higher education for veterans. So if you're interested in getting involved, we are a chapter organization, the RSVO. Just find us on RadarLink and join the group. They've got a pretty exciting semester coming up. If there are no other questions, I'm going to go ahead and end the recording and thank you all for participating and for being with us today.